Hello, my name's Lindy Cowling and welcome to my channel. My website is www.lindycowling.co.uk. Email is info@lindycowling.co.uk. And the title of this video is Twin Flames, the Scoop on the Poop. And if I sound slightly weary in this video, or the next two that I hope will follow, it's because I recorded this video and two others last night and YouTube failed me miserably and didn't process them, and so I'm having to do them again, which is slightly annoying because I tend to do my videos when the energy feels exactly right for me, and they happen to have gone quite well for me last night, so obviously it wasn't meant to be. So anyway, today, Twin Flames, the scoop on the poop. What am I talking about? The twin flame template, the twin flame concept attracts an awful lot of energy that is nothing at all to do with the twin flame union. And if we think of it as a template being laid down, energy attracts energy. So you will have, for example, perhaps so many million people attracted to the concept of what they feel twin flames is. They will be putting their energy and their emotion into that. Some people will be putting their information into that, and a lot of that incorrect information and a lot of that agitated, distressed energy, the suffering, painful side of the energy, kind of sticks to the template. So for example, if we think of the template like a figure 8, or you know, the infinity symbol, like laying on its side, for example, or like a wheel, let's think of it like a wheel, perhaps, the template, then the poop on it would be all the mud, let's use the word mud, stuck all over that. And the more pain and suffering that people link into that preconceived idea about that template, the more they home in on that, the more suffering gets piled on, till in the end thousands and thousands, if not millions, link into a template that's not the template they believe it is anyway, because they can't even access the divine love at the heart of that, the divine love of the template, or the divine love within them. Well, they're accessing is a lot of pain that goes round and round and round and round and round. They're tapping into the mud, tapping into the poop, not the actual divine love part of the template. And of course, if we want to push this a little bit further, we could also say that sometimes other more agitated, disruptive energy, even disruptor energies, can participate in piling on that poop, or feed off that poop, feed off that emotional distressed energy that's all over that preconceived idea of the template. Let me just make this clear. I'm talking about the conceived idea of the template, because as I've stated on many videos before, something like, you know, 1 in 100 or 1 in several hundred people is anything genuinely to do with that template anyway, which means all the other, you know, so many 99 out of 100 or 699 out of 700 are linking into it for various different reasons, but often people link into it to understand why they're in so much pain and so much suffering and so much loss. So they link into it for genuine reasons, to try and find information and to try and find answers, but then what they're linking into, sometimes they're accessing genuine, pure, balanced, divine information, but sometimes they're accessing very unbalanced, not genuine information, and they're accessing a lot of noise, a lot of agitation, and a lot of obsessive energy. They're accessing the poop on the template, hence the scoop on the poop. Now, this is something I've noticed for quite some time. I kind of spoke about it in a different way in one of my earlier videos called Twin Flames, the Divine Obsession. I notice it a lot of the time in the course of my work. Other people that are genuinely working that template energy have also noticed it, and they've said things about it in their own way too. So I'm not the only one saying this, but if anything, I feel that's becoming more prevalent, the noise and the disruption around that template. So what I would say is to be, for anyone watching this, be very discerning, be very mindful of where you are putting your attention and your energy. I'll give you an example. I'm absolutely certain that there are a few really excellent forums out there or groups out there in social media that deal with some of the issues that spiritual connections and soul connections have, such as twin flames. But I'm equally as sure that there are many forums and many groups that have nothing to do with the twin flame template, but that inadvertently focus on the painful side of the energy, the poop. Remember, they're not focusing on the painful side of a genuine twin flame union most of the time. So they're feeding into the mud on that wheel, and that kind of sometimes creates more pain for them. That adds to that poop and that mud, and so the cycle, the wheel, it goes round and it continues to go round. So there's no criticism whatsoever of those genuine groups out there. What I'm saying is just be mindful what you're getting immersed with, and I'm sure, you know, in some circumstances people will get involved with genuine groups and it helps them enormously, it helps them to move forward and move onward. But if you find you're just going round and round and round and round and round, maybe you need to think again about a different way of approaching this. So what I'm saying is sometimes this concept can backfire, and it can inadvertently encourage people to stay in a cycle of misery. So be very discerning about what you connect with in that, you know, arena, and be aware that sometimes, you know, you're not feeding into the genuine twin, you're not accessing the genuine twin flame energy, which is your own divinity, divine love within you, and also, of course, the twin flame union is also the representation of the soul within another human body in this timeline. Sometimes, in fact, I would say more than sometimes, most of the time you're linking into a program, or you're linking into that poop around the preconceived idea of what twin flames are, nothing to do with the genuine union. So the bottom line here is, if your pain is not easing, if you are still not moving forward, if you're still going round and round and round and not really essentially making any progress or not growing spiritually, you know, you're in a lot of pain emotionally, just be discerning at where you're focusing your energy, because there is an awful lot of poop going under the name of the twin flame template that's got nothing to do with it, and a lot of other energy is disrupting that and jumping on that bandwagon. So just be mindful of that. If it's not empowering you to be and see who you truly are, then perhaps it's time to think again where you're spending your energy and your time. And on that note, I will love you and I will leave you. I may try and do what I did yesterday evening and record another 2 videos very quickly after this, although it backfired on me enormously yesterday and none of them processed. So we'll see. Perhaps I'll upload this one first and make sure it works before I do the others. Anyway, I love you and leave you for now. Thank you. Bye-bye.